My mother tattoos me everywhere, okay? I should make a series out of weirdest story animated, okay? We had a few before. If you haven't watched them yet, do it now. Today, with a tattoo-addicted mother who wants to tattoo her daughter everywhere. Okay, I'm very curious. I think we make a series out of that. The weirdest animated stories, okay? Let's go. This video will be disturbing. This video will be gross. Yeah, now I've warned you. My name is Mats. We are the Hey Squad, the weirdest community as well, but a nice community, I guess. If you doesn't belong to the Hey Squad, subscribe now. Okay, let's go.
A tattoo artist covered me with tattoos. Hello everyone, my name
and with colorful tattoos. In my opinion, of course everyone can tattoo what he or she wants, but I don't like colorful tattoos. I like black and white. But I'm not tattooed at all. I have no tattoos.
Do any of you have a tattoo artist as a mom? I agree, this is generally rare, but I have one. And yes, she covered me with tattoos herself. How did this happen? Now I will tell you. All you have to do is like the video of my story. Do not forget to share it with your friends.
Maybe she's like full with tattoos and then she needs a new body. And of course she can just use the body of her daughter. Okay, this is sarcasm, okay? Don't use other bodies for your...
Write comments under the video and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. So initially, my mother is an artist. She has always drawn beautifully.
Talent.
And she has a great talent that can be envied. She didn't really like studying at school, but she excelled at...
yeah, in general, like tattoo artists, they're very talented guys, to be honest. It looks great and I think it's very difficult.
Drawing lessons. She was even better than the teacher. She always drew wall newspapers, posters, in general, actively participated in the creative life of the school, for which she was given good grades. She
University of Arts.
And went to an art institute.
What is this? Universe CS? Come on. This is like wrong. Is it by purpose? I don't know.
Institute or something. My mom was the best there. And 2 years later, she met a guy named Chris. She fell in love with him at first sight, but her parents were against it. My mother trusted her heart, so despite the prohibitions and reproaches, they got married. And then I was born. Yes. These are my parents. My father was from a poor family, which is why my grandparents still do not accept him, although it has been a very long time. It was really hard for them. They didn't earn much.
There's like, yeah, a spider web like inside his I don't know the English word, you know. I'm German, guys, so my English is not perfect. Sorry for that. Yeah.
And they still had to study.
Money pocket or yeah, pocket. Yeah.
Anyway, my
purse? No, purse is like a... come on, let's go.
Dad dropped out of school and went looking for a job. He drew portraits to order, but this money was still not enough. So he decided to try doing tattoos. At first, this idea seemed dubious to my mother. Plus, you also had to pay to be trained. But they took a chance and Dad learned. And
you have to be good at it. Imagine you're not good at it and there is like a customer and he wants to have a tattoo and then you painted like something shitty on his skin. You cannot just delete it or erase it. It's like burned on his skin, so you should be very sure about that. Okay, but so far this story is not that weird, disturbing as we had before.
Gradually began to take orders and things went well. After a few years, he worked in the best salon in the city, on a level with other professionals. And a few years later, he had his own tattoo studio. By this time, we were well on our feet. I grew up, went to school, and my mother, so as not to sit idle, also decided to go to work. She was looking for a job by her profession, as she had a diploma, but nothing good was found. And when she came out of the 30th unsuccessful interview, she came up with an interesting idea. Mom went to Dad's work, brought him lunch, and watched as he finished giving a tattoo to one of his clients. When Dad finished, he asked how her work was going. My mom sadly replied that she wasn't working, and then she was like,
okay, he's a tattoo artist, but he's not tattooed himself. Okay, interesting.
Teach me how to do a tattoo. Dad almost choked on his food. This statement was very unexpected. He asked if she was sure that she wanted this, and my mother said a firm yes. From that moment on, they worked together. My father taught my mother. She practiced first on artificial leather, then began to gain a client base. Since my mother had talent...
Okay, they practice on artificial leather. Okay, I haven't known that.
And she also learned quickly. I was proud of them because they were able to stand on their own 2 feet and provide food for our family. When the school found out how my parents worked, the teachers were outraged, made unhappy faces, and the guys threw questions about whether she could get them tattoos and why I don't have any. I never thought about that before. I thought it was optional, even though my parents have tattoos, a few of them. I came home and immediately said that I wanted a tattoo. My mom and dad lost their mind.
In our current generation, every second human is tattooed, I guess. So many people are tattooed. It's insane. It's like a tattoo invasion. So yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do it.
At first, they were indignant for a long time, but then they realized that they could not say no. You can understand why. Then my father said that he would allow me to get a tattoo with one condition, that it would be done either by him or by my mother.
Okay.
And I agreed. I was given until the weekend to choose a drawing.
If you like tattoos, it's really, really nice when your parents are tattoo artists and they can do it for you.
And think about it properly.
Because they will do it in a very, very good way. They will give everything because you're their daughter.
As well as to consult with my parents. All week I was racking my brain, choosing a large, then a small drawing. I could not decide. Then my mother came up to me. She advised me to make a small one, try to get used to it, to the sensations. To be honest, I was scared. Although my parents told me in detail how the process would take place.
Of course. I think the first tattoo is scary in every case because when you have one tattoo, the next one is easy because you already have one. But the first one is the biggest challenge, so to say, yeah?
I was still worried, but it was normal. Then came Saturday. I went to the salon with my parents and asked my mother to make my first tattoo, and she agreed. They asked me again if I was ready and if I had made a conscious decision. And when they said yes, my mother invited me to sit down. In fact, I was more worried, and after 30 minutes, I had a tattoo of a small flower on my arm. It looked neat, unassuming, and I was pleased. It took about a week for the tattoo to heal. It itched, but I took good care of it. At first one has to be small, right? This is an easy start. Okay, guys, we make the shout out for today because in every video I do one shout out for those who didn't know. In this video, shout out goes out to Video Madura 3712. Thank you very much for your support, for your comment. And if you want to get a shout out in the next video, just write a comment down below, guys. Yeah, okay, we go on with that story. It's not that disturbing as I expected. I couldn't get enough of it. It's like when you buy yourself a cool new thing, only this is always with you. I often got questions from my friends. What if the tattoo gets boring? What to do then? In general, they can be taken off. You have to carry it for your whole life. But why? That is why my parents asked me if I was sure about the choice of the tattoo and if my decision was really consciously made. When everything was completely healed, the thought crept into my mind. What if I had more? My father and mother asked the same questions and invited me to the salon. This time, I made a bigger drawing on my leg. I had a wolf's mouth. Okay, I see the addiction. She will get addicted to it. All over my thigh. There are a lot of people addicted to tattoos because they always need that changing on their body and something new because you're looking in the mirror and you think your body is boring with the old tattoos and they need a new tattoo every month. This is insane. Sometimes you have to be satisfied. It's totally fine to tattoo all your body if you like it, but sometimes you have to just be satisfied. Yeah, in general with your life. Okay, I sound like a mature adult giving you some advices. Sorry guys. Okay, we go on. This story is kinda okay. This drawing was in color, so I was worked on for several hours in a row, and not at once. My mother did a great job. She clearly displayed all the details like she did with all her clients. Really big tattoos, they can take 6 hours or 7 hours. This is a very stressful session, okay, to get a big tattoo. In some places I was a little sore, but in general, the sensations were tolerable. Finally, when the work was completely finished, there was another drawing on my leg, and it looked just bomb. And the funny thing is that 6 months later, I thought about another tattoo. It became like an addiction. My father told me about it.
As I said,
lots of his clients often come for him for new tattoos after getting one.
Always the same, guys. The first one is the biggest challenge.
So, in a total of 2 years, my mother
step.
gave me about 20 tattoos. My arms, legs, stomach, neck, and lower back were all clogged up. At school, my teachers told me off, but my parents stood
And
up
your parents still have no tattoos at all? This is insane, and they are like the tattoo artists.
for me, and that was what I liked the most. Do I consider my body beautiful? Yes, but it also warms me to think that my mother did all this work for me. Isn't it wonderful? Now her work will always remain with me.
Yeah, this is like a kind of nice thought, yeah? That like the art of your mother is like forever on your body, yeah?
Would you take a chance like this?
Better than like some art from a stranger.
What would you tattoo yourself with?
Okay, guys, this is all for today. No, this story was a little bit, yeah, it was not that disturbing, so yeah, I expected something different, but next one maybe will be hard, yeah. About like any body parts or something, yeah, like we had it before. Look at my channel if you haven't seen them yet. They're worth watching it, okay? Guys, this is all for today. Thanks for watching, thanks for your support in general. Yeah, subscribe my channel. The Hey Squad is the best community in the world. Here you can subscribe here to other videos I upload daily on this channel. And then, yeah, have a wonderful rest day, and we will see each other in the next video tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and see you. Bye bye, guys.